Hello there, I'm Daz. Today I'm making a walkthrough of the Dwarven Ruin Mzulft. So here we are on the world map. There is Windhelm, and there we have Riften. So before heading up to the main ruin, I just need to head inside this Dwarven storeroom here, which is part of the same complex. There is an important quest item to be had. Lots of Dwarven scrap lying around. You need to get through this expert gate, or alternatively you can get through this apprentice door here, which is going to be a little bit easier. There is the Aetherium shard that is required for the Lost to the Ages quest. I'll just show you what is through these apprentice doors. So yeah, a couple of chests, lots of dwarven ingots and some scrap. Okay, let's get out of here and up to the main ruin. I've got a feeling this is going to be quite a long video, so I'd best not hang around too long. So here we are.
Crystal gone. Find Paratus in Oculory.
Okay, so if you arrive here, first I'd better go to my quest log. I am here on the College of Winterhold main quest, revealing the unseen. There you can see the objectives. If you arrive at Mzulft before starting this quest, you cannot proceed beyond this room because we need this key, and this guy does not spawn until we get to this point in the quest line. So here we are. This is a very large dungeon. There is lots of Dwemer scrap lying around. I'll pick up some of this, but I'm not going to get too obsessed. There is a pressure plate there. I actually have the light foot perk, so I'm not going to trigger any of those. This is one of the other researchers. We're going to be stumbling upon quite a few of those as we head through this dungeon. And here we have our first resistance. Okay. So nothing valuable in here. A convector that is empty. Pick up some more Dwemer scrap for the collection to be smelted down into Dwarven ingots later. Okay, so I'll go to the local map at intervals. Before moving on, you can see we have a room tucked away here, and the doorway is trapped, so be sure to pick this adept level trap trigger. If you don't, you're going to get hit with those spikes. Another spider down here. Dwarven oil. A chest there and some moonstone ore. Okay. Right, at this point, I'm going to have some assistance, I think. I've also got the wrong spell equipped for some reason. So I will have Minerva and a Dremora Lord, because we're going to find something nasty around this corner. Some more Moonstone ore there. Who needs the Dremora Lord, eh? Okay, so another Synod Researcher. A scroll, a potion, an Apothecary's Satchel, and down here we have a satchel, which for me contains a nice circlet. There's going to be a tripwire, I think, down here. Hopefully my summons will avoid that. If they don't, it is on them. One of them fell onto the trap. So I'm going to go back to the map in a moment. Just deal with this fella. Okay, so we can loot him. A good source of bolts, more scrap and soul gems. And around the corner we have another wrecked Dwarven sphere. So I think you get the idea. We have an adept locked gate. With a couple of chests. I'm not going to bother searching those. And back to the map. Okay, very dark in here. I'm going to give the Conjuration spell another Mage Light. Deal with this little fella, and down here we have a little treasure room tucked away with a master lock. I'll just take all of that, it looks like good stuff. So an alchemy lab, some junk and a potion, more dwarven scrap. I'll take a little bit of that. Okay, so I think we have 3 enemies in here. 2 of them will spawn as soon as I get down here. So there isn't actually anything down here on this bottom level. But it's best to spawn the enemies. More scrap. And you need to be careful here of some pressure plates, which trigger those. Okay, so here are the pressure plates that trigger these pushers, and I've got a feeling my friend there is going to get me pushed off. Let's try and get past quickly. More scrap. No chests. Okay, moving on. Okay, so more Dwarven wreckage and a Falmer corpse, which gives us some idea of what we're going to be facing very shortly. And a chest there. And there is a final chest in this zone, tucked away behind here, very easy to miss, but worth checking out for anyone who wants to get all of the chests. Okay. So into the Boilery. So more Dwarven wreckage in here. I'm going to ignore that this time. More Dwarven wreckage.
The challenger is near.
Okay. That's him sorted. Another dead Synod researcher. Nothing really valuable around here, just lots more scrap. A little area here. Once again, Dwarven ingot, a gyro, junk really. More wreckage. Great shot, Daz. And nothing here.
The challenger is near. Oblivion take you! There could be no other end.
Okay, so we have a couple of gates in this room. One of them is unlocked. The reason being that there is absolutely nothing in here. The second gate is master locked. This room just contains lots of Dwarven wreckage to search. If you can't pick the lock, you can actually search a couple of these through the bars. Dwemer scrap and a few potions. Quite a nice potion there. Another one there. Okay. See if my archery is going to be any better this time. Got you. Excuse me. Okay, so here, more moonstone ore. We have a chest. And some chorus eggs. Excellent for invisibility potions. Okay. Let's try that again. So more moonstone ore. A chest in here. There's a tripwire there that has been triggered by one of the enemies. And there is the giant claw trap. I'll go back to the map. Right, the visibility is not great, I'm afraid. And I'm going to send a Dremerer. Okay, so nothing in there. I think they're having fun in the next room. I'll move on. Deal with that fella, and we have another chest. Right there. Okay. That seems sorted. Okay, so in this room, let's try the map again. Yeah, it's looking a little bit clearer now. So we have a master locked door. Alternatively, there is a key on the table there. So if you have telekinesis, you can grab that. And we actually have a skill book in this room. So I'll just search this chest first. I'll take all of that. And here we have the Alteration skill book, the Lunar Lorkhan, which I don't need. But there it is anyway. The key that I picked up from this table actually opens the next door along this corridor as well. And we're going to find something nasty waiting for us behind the door. Okay, so an apprentice lock chest. Some more Dwemer scrap. Okay, moving on. So there is a chest here with a simple novice lock. So if you're in a hurry, you can head up these stairs, but there is another room to check out first. And this room is trap triggered. So here we have an expert trap trigger, and I can hear a chorus hunter beyond. Okay, that's better. And in here, besides the usual scrap metal, we have a dwarven chest. Very good. Another Synod researcher. They're not faring well at all. Okay. Looks like something nasty waiting up there. Damn. My archery today, it's pretty embarrassing.
There could be no other end.
Okay. So very shortly, we're going to be dealing with a big boss fight, so I better prepare. Let's have Minerva back. Give her a mage light. And let's have another Dremora Lord. A fresh one. And I'll stick with the bow. So I'm going to try and get the head honcho.
There you are, weakling! No one escapes! There you are, weakling!
Okay. So that's it for enemies for a while. This is the guy I'm after. So we need this focusing crystal. But we can't do anything with it yet, because we need to get through this door, which requires a key. And at this point, if it's the first time you're playing through the quest, revealing the unseen, you may be scratching your head wondering where to find the key. So I'll head off and show you now. And then when I get back, I'll explore this room a little bit. So we need to head down here into the east wing, which is here on the map. There's not much in here, just lots more scrap. I'm pretty sure there are no chests, but obviously take a good look around. And we should be dealing with a levelled Dwarven automaton. Okay. And the key we need is right there. So, as usual, lots of Dwemer scrap, and there may be some potions lying around. Excuse me. So I'll take a slow scan of the room so you can get a general idea of what you can find in here. More scrap. Okay, no more chests. So let's get back up into the previous room. So there is a locked door in this room, which I will unlock. We have another Synod researcher. Nothing much else. Nothing up here. But we do have this locked door, which is master locked. And in here, all we can find is a chest and another moonstone ore vein. So we have a couple of chests in this area. One here. Scrap lying around. And another chest right there. And now we can move on. So that's how things are looking. I'm actually gonna flames and frostbite. We're going to be needing those in just a moment.
Gavros, is that you? I'd almost given up hope. Let me get the door. What the? I am on official business. I might well ask the same of you, running around by yourself in this dangerous place. What are you doing here? What have you done with Gavros? It was the Falmer, wasn't it? Curse them! They've ruined everything. If Gavros is gone, there is no hope. He was supposed to return with the crystal. Without that, all our efforts are wasted. And you, if you're here for treasure or wisdom or anything, I'm afraid you've wasted your time. It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focused completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable Falmer. You found... How in the world? That's it? That's it! I don't know who you are, but you may have just saved this little project. In fact, who are you anyway? You are you? Savos wouldn't even grant us an audience when we came to you, but now you come here expecting something from me? I don't much like this, I'll tell you. But you saved my skin, so maybe I can overlook the past for now. Come on, I'll explain on the way. No matter what Gavros said, this was my idea first. The Council is going to know that when I get back. I was the one who thought of using this Oculory. I don't know what the dwarves called it. Something unpronounceable, I'm sure.
So we can search this knapsack.
From all our research, it seems they were intent on discerning the nature of the divine. This machinery, all of it, was designed to collect starlight, and then, I'm not sure, split it somehow? It was my idea to replace one of the key elements with our focusing crystal. Months of enchantments went into it. Let's just hope they got it right this time.
Walk faster, man.
Here it is. Magnificent, isn't it? Took an incredible amount of work to get it running again. Now I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. Place the crystal in the central apparatus, and we can start the process for focusing it.
Okay. So this is where we need the flames and frostbite. If you've not picked up the frostbite spell tome yet, you can find one right there. Along with the flames, which is unnecessary. Everyone has that spell right from the start. So all we need to do is line up these rays so they are hitting these segments dead center. So all you actually need is the frostbite. Right, another burst should do it. So there we are all lined up. If you're a little bit excessive and you go too far and misalign them, you can pull them back with the flames. So that's the process, all done. Now, we just need to head up here. And you do not have to worry about hitting these in any kind of sequence. Just slam them all repeatedly. They will lock themselves up once they get to the correct position. As you can see, the left one has locked itself already. Okay, just one more. And there we are, folks.
Finally going to pay off. What's this? These results, they're not at all what they should be. This projection should be lit up like the night sky. Something is creating an incredible amount of interference. Something in Winterhold, it looks like. What are you playing at? Is this some attempt to stall my work? So what is it? What have you done? Did you know what we were attempting? Are you here to make sure your plan worked? That our efforts have been for nothing? Well, explain yourself. You show up here just as our work nears completion, and now I can't get any results from this because of something at your college. Do you think me a fool? Do you think I'm too stupid to make the connection? You've ruined my work! How did you do it? Either you're lying to me, or you have something at your college, don't you? Something immensely powerful, beyond anything I've anticipated. What is it? The Eye of Magnus? Well, I suppose if that means what I think it does. Well, that's interesting. Yes, the staff. Interesting. I can't explain the details. That would be giving away many secrets the Synod have learned over the years. Also, I doubt you'd be able to comprehend the details. Have you seen the Orrery in the Imperial City? It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions. What's important is that all of this work was designed to reveal to us sources of great magical power. Purely to help safeguard the Empire, of course. And yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be Labyrinthian. So, mage from Winterhold, despite your intentions, I've beaten your little game, even if all you've said here is lies. I know you have something in Winterhold the Synod Council will be very interested in. So fine, trudge off to Labyrinthian in search of your staff. I shall return to Cyrodiil and deliver my full report to the Council. This is not over, I assure you.
Okay, so we can leave Paratus now. Return to the college and prepare for Labyrinthian. So we need to leave in this direction.
You have done well thus far, but trying times are ahead. It is imperative that you return to your college at once. You will be called on to take swift action, rise to the challenge, and discover what you are capable of. You are on the right path, and you will prevail.
I will indeed. So just before I leave, I will point out that the destination marker is pointing me right back through the entire complex for some reason. So ignore that. You need to head out of this door here. And we are done, folks. I hope people found that useful. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.